In the smooth running of our world, the contributions which animals make are enormous. Animals play a significant role in the stability of the environment, ecosystem, and our lives. They are excellent companions, especially the tiny mammals. The importance of animals cannot be stressed enough. Without them, our existence is not possible. Animals are our companions, our workers, our eyes and ears, and our food. They appear in ancient cave paintings and on modern commercial farms. We have domesticated some of them, while others remain wild and are sometimes endangered by our activities. They keep us company, and while they can provide comic relief, they also serve us as valuable assistants. Welcome to this animal channel. Watch the full video to learn more about the importance of animals. Role of animals for wellness. One of the most common uses of an animal is keeping them as pets. The animals we adopt as pets range from fish to birds to insects and even large mammals such as monkeys. The most popular pets are cats and dogs, and naturally, they have been anthropomorphized most of all mammals. Further, human-animal interaction has several positive effects on the health of both. Importance of animals in our physical health. Based on a study conducted by several researchers, people with pets have low heart rate and blood pressure levels while under stress compared to those having no pets. In this study, two groups of people, having pets and non-pet owners, were subjected to stressful situations. Then their cardiovascular reactivity was observed. And the results show that having a pet can significantly reduce the chances of cardiovascular diseases and helps in faster recovery. Animals for recovery and rehabilitation. Domesticated animals can be the best caregiver and help in the quick recovery from a severe illness. They can help us in speech therapy, occupational therapy, and further physical rehabilitation. According to the Mayo Clinic, animal-assisted therapy can help patients ease pain and quick recovery in dental procedures, cancer treatment, cardiovascular diseases, dementia, post-traumatic stress disorder, and anxiety. Origins of domestication. Researchers at the University of Chicago estimate that the domestication of dogs took place from 11,000 to 16,000 years ago. Genetic evidence indicates that wolves suffered a significant reduction in population after dogs diverged from them, so the wolf gene pool that gave rise to dogs was much more diverse then than it is now. Genetic research on generations of foxes in Russia over more than 50 years suggests that selection for tame behavior also brings about traits like color variation and breeding outside of the natural yearly cycle, which raises the value of the animals to humans. Animals as workers. The huge diversity of work performed by animals ranges from transportation to hunting to assisting the blind. Even in the automotive era, horsepower survives as a unit of measurement. Egyptian illustrations from 5,000 years ago show oxen pulling plows, and cattle have historically been used more than horses as draft animals. Service dogs offer their senses of sight, hearing, and smell to aid people with disabilities and perform law enforcement duties. They are allowed to enter public spaces like stores and restaurants where pets are not normally permitted. Animals as companions. Unlike the performance of specific tasks, an animal's value as a companion might be more difficult to measure. With human association and domestication, animals also became objects of affection and sometimes worship. Florence Nightingale observed small pets helping to reduce anxiety in psychiatric patients, and Sigmund Freud used his dog Jofi to help diagnose the level of tension in patients. Animal-assisted intervention international lists specific therapeutic approaches and goals that can be obtained through the assistance of trained dogs and handlers. These include improvements in cognitive and social functioning. Horses, too, can serve in counseling. The Certified Therapy Horse Association advocates stringent certification criteria for horses and their handlers. Animals as resources. Cattle, pigs, poultry, and fish feed us, but the consumers buying their meat as food are far removed from the animals themselves. The USDA puts 2013 meat consumption levels at 25.5 billion pounds of beef alone. Beef exports added $5.7 billion to the economy. Economic pressures lead to large livestock operations, which bring their own problems like disease control and manure disposal, leading to algal blooms in streams and lakes. This consequence is also important to human-animal relationships, even though humans don't interact directly with animals. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency regulates these operations. At the same time, smaller-scale operations seek to preserve heritage breeds of livestock that retain traits of self-sufficiency. and resilience. Importance of animals in safety and security. The police industry also uses horses for patrolling and clearing roads. They are accommodating in events like football and rugby matches for controlling the crowd. Dolphins named military dolphins help the officers rescue lost swimmers and for finding mines deep inside the water. In some places, cats help victims to relax in critical situations. Birds like eagles and pigeons are also trained to perform a special kind of activity for police forces. Besides, dogs are also kept in houses to keep away thieves and protect the house from anonymous activities. Role of animals in food security. According to a conservation project, our global population will increase up to 32% by 2050 and 53% by 2010. So, maintaining food security and providing food to such a large population is very challenging. And that's the reason why animal foods such as milk, eggs, meat, and seafood products have a significant demand to fulfill hunger. Besides, animal products are high in nutritional quality. These are a great source of highly balanced bioavailable proteins and several micronutrients, including zinc, iron, vitamin A, and B12. Thus, the consumption of animal-derived foods is a vital source of nutrition in our diet. Lack of such nutrients causes anemia, poor growth, and rickets in young children. Animal importance in economic use. Even ancient humans, the hunter-gatherers, used animal skin for making lashings. Skin from cattle, pigs, and a few exotic species helps us manufacture handbags, shoes, and other items. Big cats, tigers, leopards, cheetahs, lions, panthers, and cougars are essential for their skin to make rugs and carpets. They are also used to make coats and are known to be the warmest form of clothing of all, but at the same time, expensive. Certain dyes are also prepared from insect bodies. Aristotle mentioned in his writings that sea snails were used to manufacture the color purple for the clothing of royalty. Apart from dyes, sheep and goats are sheared off their fleece to make wool. An interesting fact about sheep is that if its fleece is left to accumulate, it will eventually die because of its tremendous weight. Therefore, sheep have great importance in making our woolen clothing. Conclusion: animals play such a critical role in our lives. Without them, we'll no longer be able to have this earth. Human beings came into existence just recently as per the anthropological timeline. Animals existed for millions of years before that. Subscribe to our channel to keep up with new content. Your support and feedback are much appreciated.